All right, so this was a topic that I was a little curious about between Europe and USA. Racism, how different is it? Is it more prominent in different areas? Is it a little more hidden? Is it stronger in different countries? I have no idea. I'll be completely honest. Here in the States, and I actually live in the South, where I'm sure you guys have heard before, the South has a stereotype of being a little racist. I don't really experience like people being racist around me here in Tennessee where I live at. You know, all of our kids, different types of cultures, all play sports together. We see each other at the gym, at the store. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. It's not probably as crazy as maybe some Europeans may think it is here, but I also don't know what it's like in Europe. So we're covering racism, Europe versus America. I put a poll out because I was curious if you guys wanted to see it, and it overwhelmingly won by 53% with over 1,000 votes. So here we are. My wife told me not to do it, but we're doing it. Strap in, we're covering racism.
Racism in Europe is different than racism in America. I did an exchange year in USA, Arizona, and my friends in America made different racist jokes than my friends in Europe. We in Europe, we talk about the culture, the country they're from, and what the country is known for. It makes sense, right? Like, if you're Russian, you drink vodka. If you're Polish, you are stealing cars. And if you're French, you are indeed gay. And the jokes are also often about Arabic, Turkish, Ukrainian, Lebanese, Albanian, Greek people. But in America, they go straight to skin color. It doesn't matter what kind of white you are, like Irish white or German white, you're white. They're like, you're white, you're black, you're yellow. It doesn't make any sense. It's like D tier of racism. But the only exception is Mexicans. They always make jokes about them and call them a bean. What?
He said a bean. That's not the term that we use. I'm not going to say it because I want you guys to actually be able to see this video. But yeah, that's a unique perspective. So in Europe, he's saying that it's more country racism, not necessarily skin color. I guess though, I mean, if you're up at the northern part of Europe and you're going down to the southern part, there is going to be quite a bit of a distinction between skin color and the way that people look though. So I don't know. His title says racism is not fun. Well, I mean, unless of course you're making racist jokes, then it can be a little fun, right? I've actually done, I remember when I was going to high school and a couple of the black guys that were at our school would do racist white jokes and then we would do racist black jokes. And I don't know, we just all laughed about it. It seems like once you get older, that kind of goes away and people get a little bit more serious about it. But when you're a kid, like, I don't even think I knew what racism was until like 9th grade once they started teaching us about it. I don't know. Let's look at the comments here. A lot of Chinese comments, or maybe that's not Chinese. I'm not too sure what language that is. American racism versus European racism is literally casual versus professional racism. All right, let's see what else we got here.
The difference between racism in Europe and racism in the USA is that Americans know when they're racist. So, for example, they know they can't use the N-word because it's a bad word, you know. But here in Europe, Europeans see the N-word as just a term to describe black people. I had a conversation with a Belgian girl the other day, and she asked me, do I have a problem with people who use the N-word? I said, yes, obviously. And then she said, yes, I understand, but why? Because when someone calls me white, I don't feel offended. And that just hit me, you know, because...
white, no. Even like cracker or white boy. What are some of the other good ones? Put them in the comments below.
They really do see it as just a word to describe black people. They don't know the negative... They don't know the negative connotation with the word, you know? So,
I think that
that's why
probably do.
It's deeply rooted in their culture, because white people here in Europe, they use the N-word many times. For example, they just use it to describe, they see it as a word to describe black people.
This is kind of, is this true? I don't know. It definitely is true that here in the States, you will not hear white people really say that unless it's an actual crazy racist person, which it's very far and few between.
Another time, a man told me, Yes, why can't we use the N-word? How else do you describe a black person? And yes, so when people say racism doesn't exist anymore, yeah, this was something else.
Who is saying that racism doesn't exist anymore? Anybody who thinks that racism is somehow going to be eradicated, it's a little naive, right? Like, it's always going to be there. Like, no matter how hard we try, it'll always come through. Someone says, I'm Belgian. I'm very sorry for what you've experienced. Yeah, that's a little wild I don't think she actually called him it, but she did ask, are you offended by it? Someone says, I'm European. I'm very sorry about what you experienced. Someone else says, I hate racism. I think we all do. Someone says, stop racism. Okay, a lot of supportive comments here. That's good. That's good. Hopefully it didn't ruin this guy's day too much or his experience with Europe.
An experience that made me wake the up was traveling with a black person. Now, I travel alone for work a lot, right?
Were you from Jersey?
And I've never faced a problem. And I'm talking about internationally. Like, I've been to Paris, to Italy, to Switzerland, blah, 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 all over Europe.
I gotta say, maybe this is right. The Jersey accent, like true Jersey, like this girl is probably, drives me off the walls. I hate when they talk like this.
And I never had a problem because I look white as I blend in. I blend the everybody's mad nice to me. And then I traveled with one of my black coworkers, and it was a completely different experience. All right, I'm talking about, like, they act like we don't belong. And the treatment was also towards me because, like, she was with me. Like, oh, she has a black friend. They must be hoodlums together. Like, one lady at the hotel, like, we were looking for water, and she's over here like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, what do you mean what the I'm doing? I'm looking for water. Water is only for guests. But I'm a guest. What room number? And I gave her my room number, and I'm a diamond member at the Hilton.
All right. Okay. You could be a diamond member at the Hilton so easily. I love how she said it like it's a flaw.
And she got scared.
I'm glad you're alive.
Right? And then another restaurant, they hit us behind a pool. And I'm like, yo, do you notice this? Like, why the f are we, like, in this corner behind a pool? And she was like, because I'm black. God forbid a black person is eating at the restaurants and people fucking see. She's like, I'm so used to this. Europe is so racist. And I'm like, but so is America. So is everywhere. Even Africa. It's
everywhere. I mean, she's not wrong. I mean, have you guys ever seen, I've seen a little bit and heard about, like, the racism in some of the Asian cultures. Pretty wild.
sad. It's sad. And it really woke me up. I'm like, this is sad.
I don't know. Maybe. It's so hard when you have these stories like this. She's speaking on the problems black people deal with, and y'all worried about her accent. Okay. Wait till you see racism in corporate. Oh, okay, in the corporate world. Literally even Africa, which is absolutely unhinged for real. Yeah, I think it's like South Africa is dealing with a little bit of white racism. Is that the correct way to say it? Some of the white South Africaners are having a little bit of issues. All right, let's see if we can find. Let me see if we can find some stuff in America.
I never realized how real racism is until I moved out of California, bro. Because, bro, and the homies, if you really from Cali, then you know it's a mix of every race you can think of. Like, we all went to school together, all rode the bus together, all played sports together, woo-doo-woo-woo.
Yeah, I think you might have just gotten older. Same thing. I grew up in California as well. Massive mix of different types of people.
And I really thought white folks and other races was really hella cool my whole life until I moved to Florida. I'm like, damn, certain people really don't like niggas for real, bro. What the?
All right. That wicked, bruh. All right. So it says, I'm from Michigan, currently living in California. California is its own world compared to the rest of the country. Yeah, it kind of is. As a Mexican from California that's recently moved to Oregon, I can relate to this. Oregon? I don't think there's... Oregon is definitely not known for being racist. You know what? The only type of person that I'm racist towards is a specific type of personality. Like, it has nothing to do with skin color or, culture. It's the way people act sometimes that bugs me a little bit, but yeah, wild. All right.
You're being insultive, and I think that's unfair.
Rules is for everybody.
I didn't do nothing to you.
Let me see here. I'm spreading. Oh, wow. She wrote a lot here. Let me see if I can find where it's at. Posting this to spread awareness. Was racially attacked moments ago on the train. Racially attacked on the train. All right. Here we go. I think Finland. I moved to Finland to further my studies, not to get my mental health destroyed for just being a black woman. All right. So we're in Finland.
There is a sign somewhere.
My
there
volume,
that
you
shows
said-
you put the volume down.
You said my volume was loud. I said I'm sorry. Brought it down,
Yeah, but
and you
then
start
need
talking
to
about
put
you
it down.
people.
It doesn't.
Oh, wait. You have your phone on full blast while you're in the train in Finland? I don't think that's racism. I'm going to say that's not racism right there. That is just an American could do that. And I'm sure a local Finnish person would probably still get pissed off. But all right, let's keep going.
Should I
It's
turn
not
off? Why
enough
should I
you
turn off
say.
my phone for you?
It's not enough if you say.
It's
I'm sorry.
rude. It's
If you
rude.
don't
No,
put
no,
it
no, 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 no.
down.
It's rude if you talk to
Yes,
me and be
yes,
like,
yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yes.
you people.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes, yes.
rude.
Yes, yes.
Don't do that to me. I don't know
do that to
you.
me. Don't you do that to me.
I don't know you there.
I don't know you.
That's rude.
It doesn't. That's not the question. The question is the rules is for everybody.
My volume wasn't even
Same
loud.
rules for everybody.
I don't gotta turn off my phone for
can't
you.
make a lot of noise on the train.
I'm sorry. Did you hear
No,
anything from my phone?
you don't need to. It's close your phone, but put the volume down. That's the
You don't.
only
She's
question.
being racist right now.
Every
You
time the
people.
same thing. If you say something, it's
The you people comment probably didn't help, but I mean, like I said, I know this. But of course I know this because I've learned a ton about a ton of different European countries.
for hours.
Are you
Can you
okay?
stop it?
Did somebody hurt you?
Can you stop it? Yeah, you people do that.
Always
every
you
day.
people.
Every day I need to say the same thing.
Lady,
It's
if you
always-
have a problem with my skin, you can use the next
No,
stop.
I don't have a problem.
Then stop
This is
treating
getting-
me like I'm not a
Be
person.
quiet.
No, I will not be quiet.
I mean,
You're not
listen.
gonna bully me into
Oh,
silence,
this
ma'am.
is
No,
I have rights to be here.
Can you listen to
yeah. This girl's got the right idea. I'd be like, I'm getting out of this situation. I do not want to be here at all. So uncomfortable. All right, let's see what the comments say really quick. Black women everywhere are proud of you. Stand up for yourself against racism. Be blessed, sis. I just don't know. Maybe the you people thing is probably not cool, but also there are people that I have, even here in America, that like when they're out, they'll be at the grocery store or something, like phone out, full blast, maybe talking to someone, sometimes just like playing music. That drives me nuts. I'm like, can you like put some headphones in or something? Like, we don't all want to listen to this. So what else says, I felt a bit of racism in Spain during my last holiday. It's not nice. All right, let's see if we got anything here. All right, somebody says, but the truth is you shouldn't disturb others in public places with your phone volume. Better still use earphones. I'm a Nigerian living in Europe. I've seen many of our people do that. It's not right. All right. An actual Nigerian came in there and said that. See, he's aware. He's probably been there a little bit longer.
American black people are hypersensitive to racism.
Oh, I
You
remember
and I both
this.
know that you are capable of enjoying the rain and frolicking free.
This was crazy. What's her name? Gosh darn it, that actress. Drew Barrymore. She like made a video of herself, that one that they were just showing, where she was like outside in the rain. She was like, oh my God, I love the rain. It feels so good. And then this girl made a video and was like calling her racist for doing that. Wild.
Without filming it and then posting it to TikTok. Now, you've just co-signed people who just go out of their way to disrespect and dismiss the boundaries that black creators have set. Why is it so important to all of you to treat us like we don't matter?
I'm so
Sometimes
confused.
maybe black people look for racism
this
too
out, of
much
course,
in
of course.
everything.
Yeah.
Like everybody's not trying to be racist. You can find what you're looking for in anything. You know what I'm saying? Because you're always gonna have white people that's gonna say like, you know, can I touch your hair? I love your hair so
Yeah,
much,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Something like that. You know what I'm saying? But
your
that's
hair.
not like I'm finna enslave you type of racism.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm saying?
But it still can be offensive.
It can be offensive, but some people, because of the trauma of everything black people have went through, they will take some of the smallest these days and like accuse a person of being a racist. Like,
All right, that was interesting. The title says, will our society ever heal and move on stuff like this? All right, someone says that woman was just enjoying the rain. So what does that have to do with racism? Yeah, I know. This was like one of the most confusing things. I did see that original clip before and the response. American TikTokers and internet stars, not Americans in general. I'm not too sure what that's referencing. Someone else says, I think it takes away from actual racism and harms the cause rather than helping it. Yeah, kind of like what he said. Like if you're looking for small things, that can be a problem.
I like the level of casual racism in France.
Yeah,
I've been hearing a lot of that.
really. I haven't experienced any of
Europe
that.
is high tier at that.
France is quite racist.
They go crazy with
They
the
had a lot
racism.
of immigration. Now they're quite racist.
I'm quite racist. I love it to be this way.
It's good country, but maybe too many Muslims. I think it's.
I hear them say that.
They say it's hijab. I think they're hiding something in the head.
That was actually kind of funny. Someone says, really? I haven't experienced any of that, said by the white man. There is white racism. It's just very rare.
UK is the least racist country in Europe. Trust me, I've been everywhere. With a face like mine, I can tell you where's racist and where isn't. France, the worst. If you look like my color or above, game over. Don't bother asking for directions or help. Spain, a guy sat opposite us and he was holding on to his daughter when he heard that we were speaking Arabic like we're gonna steal her. He's lost his mind. In Holland, when I landed at border control, the first thing the guy told me is, you're a drug dealer. He didn't say, hi, hello, welcome to Holland, can I get your passport? He said, you're a drug dealer, and they brought...
That's wild if true. Was there a reason?
Brought another guy in there to come and question me. For the next 30 minutes, I had to explain why I'm not a drug dealer. What kind of racism is that? In Croatia, I was with my black friend. A guy came up to him and said to him, hey, this is my country, this is not Africa, America, you can't do what you want. What? Firstly, he's from the UK, he just saw black and he was like straight away Africa, America. Secondly, what the hell does that have to do with anything? This is my country, broski. I'm on holiday. I'm spending money here the same way that you spend money. So technically, we're both helping your country. Please be quiet. Telling you, GB News, yeah, is just making this country look a lot worse than it actually is. If you live here, you understand that people are very nice to each other. It's not like the rest of Europe.
It's not like I don't know. I think that this is all just like micro, like a microcosm of racism. Like en masse, I don't think people are actually that racist, but there are these small little interactions that happen and that of course just get elevated and shown a lot more. Someone says France the worst when Poland and Croatia or Italy exist, please. I don't know, we haven't covered Poland yet. We'll see if Poland pops up. The UK is racist, but the rest of Europe makes it seem like it's not. It's an interesting take. All right. Someone else says you are 100% correct. Only Portugal and the UK are chill. I actually got friends in Portugal right now as we speak. Being an immigrant in Europe.
Animal qui vit parmi nous.
Étranger?
Oh my god.
Non, non, meurs plutôt pas, non.
His face. Jesus. Was that real? Was that a real video that happened? All right. The face of the host. I've met a lot of wonderful people here, but of course there have been a few unpleasant instances. Yeah, like what he just said. Lot of wonderful people, couple of crazy ones. I didn't even know. All right. So when European countries colonize Africa and Asia, it's called culture, but when they come to Europe, it's not okay. How come? All right.
People who say America is the most racist country out of every country in the world is just naive. I was reminded once again, America is probably not that bad. I know in my own motherland, Korea, racism is definitely worse. I'm in Italy right now, just got
like I said before, some of those Asian countries can get pretty
back
wild.
from dinner, and these two little teenagers came by my table, which consisted of about 10 people, mix of Chinese and Korean. They literally said ching chong and then walked away, giggling and try to be all cute. And as I was walking back, another kid walked by me and then went the little monk bow. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to stop them and educate them. No country in this world is like America, where there is a humongous, massive melting pot of cultures. So at the end of the day, it's just pure ignorance. Hopefully, though, these kids will understand later on the difference between other Asians and that it is not okay to do all that.
Yeah, interesting point he made there is that, like, I know Europe has had quite a bit of immigration over the last 10 years. Still, a very, very small amount compared to America. Over the last 60 years, America has become very, very diverse. We have for a while, but all right. Someone says the reason why America is perceived to be considered the most racist is because the media and people actually report on it more compared to other countries where racism often gets swept under the rug by its own government and media. All right. Interesting take. I don't know. I don't watch too much like public news or mainstream media news out of Europe. So yeah, I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt, maybe. I don't know. Europeans talking about racism in America. Gypsy. All right. First comment. Someone says, "Real? I have no idea what a gypsy is." Jesus. Balkans when they see other Balkans. We did do a Balkans video recently where I think it was covering which Balkan countries have fought the most with each other and dislike each other the most. All right, let's keep going here. We got quite a few to get through, you guys. Hopefully I didn't lose too many of you by now. Americans are so racist. Europeans, when you ask them their thoughts on the country next to theirs. That kind of goes into the bucket earlier where the guy, I think the first video we saw where he said there's a lot more, can you even call that racism, of just between countries. But also, like, a lot of Europeans dislike Americans coming over to Europe, but that wouldn't be considered racist. Is it big? Maybe it could be. I don't know. Finland and Sweden beef. Romania and Hungary beef, bro. As an American reading these comments, I need a complete European beef alignment chart and some beef lore. So it says Spain and France. All right. Sweden and Norway. I don't hate you, Sweden. Trust buying candy there is always peak. I don't think there's much beef between Sweden and Norway, is there? I feel like it's more like fun, like poking back and forth, you know?
Say you're a victim?
America is very racist. Texas is very racist. Austin is very racist. I am always asked if I'm Chinese and if I know Taekwondo. For all cultures and
Somebody asked you if you know Taekwondo? That's wild. That is kind of wild. Ask her if she's Chinese, though. Like, obviously she's an Asian descent, so maybe someone's just kind of curious.
colors of people. There's a lot of, I don't want to say ignorance, but there's just a lot. Things need to just be changed, and the way we talk about it needs to be changed.
You say you're a victim?
America is...
I'm doing it right now, all right? I'm helping out. She was asked if she knows Taekwondo. Yeah, the first comment. That's crazy. So does she know Taekwondo or not? Okay, we can't. We can't do it.
Racism still exists.
As black people, we're more racist than white people.
And why'd you say that?
Because I think at one point we need to stop acting like victims and start being more proud of ourselves than being victims from the past.
So when we talk about racism, why do we only focus on racism from white people?
Because I'll be honest with you, that's the one we use, I think, as a tool.
Go on.
So, like, for example, like Black Lives Matter. Of course, Black Lives Matter. It's like, not in a rude way, it's a silly thing. Like, obviously, we know that.
Does racism still exist?
Yeah, but you can't say white lives matter. Like, that would be racist if somebody made a group. I guess they did, right? In the KKK, was that the White Lives Matter? All right. Yes, he's right. I'm a minority too. Anti-white rhetoric is out of hand nowadays. People keep blaming white people for everything. Yeah, it seems like that kind of happened over like the last like decade or so. I'm not too sure about Europe, but we experienced it a lot here. Like if you're a white man, it was pretty much you were like the most hated person in America for a good decade. I know because I was experienced it. But it's, you know, you can't have a victim mentality about it, right? Nobody can. It doesn't matter what color you are. Like, I don't like people that have victim mentality. So someone says, I had a black person call me a typical white boy and the whitest of the white. Imagine if that was the other way around. Yeah. I've been called a white boy plenty of times before. This guy speaks facts. All right, so this guy's getting a little bit of love. Yeah, I liked his take a lot there. That was really good. Comment section. The casual racism. I don't know. We haven't seen too much of it here. I haven't seen much racism in the comments, but when I went to Europe, I noticed so much casual racism. My mom is super MAGA and she refused to acknowledge Sardinia's flag because it freaked her out with white people in blackface. I think we've seen that flag, right? I gotta look this up now. Hold on. White people in blackface. It's just the shade. What? Oh my gosh. All right. Maybe it. I'm not too. I don't think so. Somebody help me. All right. Do not ask Europeans what they think about Romani people. Okay. Romani people. Difference between America and Europe when it comes to racism is that America, there is at least a conversation going on about its racism. That's like the second time we've heard that now. The post that one girl made using this audio to talk about how Europeans treat Romani people, and the comments proving her like 10,000% right. We didn't catch that video. Romani people get a lot of heat in Europe, possibly.
I swear, Europeans will look at you straight in your eyes, straight in your face, and claim they are not racist. They are the nicest people on the planet. And then they will say the most heinous, fucked up, most racist ever in the very next sentence. Like, bro, I swear only Europeans do like that. And not only that, Europeans swear they don't have a racist bone in their body until you ask them about the Romani people. Ask them how they feel about the Romani.
Again, Romani people.
Like, they will say the most heinous. Like, bro,
I had no idea about this. All right. Someone says, bring up Muslims or Romani people, then the racism will show. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I'm going to get canceled. Bring up, I can't do it anymore. All right, we'll do it. Bring up colonized Africa, Muslims, Islam, Romani people. That's when the true colors come out. All right. I don't know. We saw the Asian guy said that he experienced a little bit of racism as well, though. So I'm not too sure.
The reason why white people are still racist today is because of their experience with black people.
You're going to blame black people for white people hating us?
In some contexts, we have to. I'll tell you why.
There is no reason to be racist.
I'll tell you. So when we have one black person presenting an image for the rest of us.
What does that mean?
Okay, so let's say customer service, for example. There was a whole thing about customer service in Atlanta. Keith Lee went viral over it. Because black people have terrible customer service skills, it ruins it for the next black person. So if a white person has an experience with a black girl named Tiana, and Tiana has an attitude, oh, you want a drink? I already gave you a drink. And just giving all this to this white customer. And then she goes to another establishment where they're very formal. She's still going to have that notion of, because I had this one experience with Tiana, I'm going to off jump judge my experience or what could be another experience with this next black establishment. The reason why white people are...
all right. First comment. It's so funny that black people are judged as a collective while whites are judged as individuals. I don't know if that's true. Accountability. I think the key takeaway is people generally judge based on their personal experience. Yeah, that's kind of true. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like I said before, it doesn't really matter what you look like. It's just, you can kind of tell if a person is a person or not within the first couple of seconds of talking to them. Or, like, you know, you can judge the way that they look and they dress, you know? Never experienced real blatant racism until we spent a day walking around Italy. See, I don't know though, because you can have Americans that will walk around Italy and get judged and be completely, they don't call it racism though. They're just they don't like Americans. And it's like, no, you're just in a different culture and people act a different way. Someone says, please come to Sicily or even south of Italy. We love everyone. Northern Italians are snobs and think that they are better than all. They look down on us too. Think of us as farmers, peasants, roam up. Wait till the Italians respond with, no, we are not like that. Yes, you are. Italians are racist. Instead of fixing your people by telling them. I think what we've come to the conclusion with a lot of these videos is somebody thinks somebody from every single country is the most racist ever.
Ain't not one person alive today that was a part of.
Is systematic racism real? Are DEI programs just keeping people stuck in victim mode? This is, I forget this guy's name. I've seen a couple of his videos. He's a really smart dude. I think he's like a real estate developer and a YouTuber as well.
No, for sure. Most of these that's claiming that they done been through something may never experience no racism in their life.
But I guess it's the systemic part that we still...
What's systemic about it?
Systemic racism?
Mm-hmm. Tell me what's systemic about it. I don't see it.
Wait, did they change, what's the thing where you got to hire a certain amount of colored people or whatever?
That's racist in itself.
Yeah, I know.
Affirmative action?
Affirmative action, yeah.
That's racist.
There's some companies that's pulling that back. They're saying, hey,
yeah, they did away with it.
Yeah, they're
largely.
Like, yeah,
the Supreme Court did away with affirmative action.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, I'm like, let's get.
That's racist in itself. That means that you're not getting in on your merits. You getting in based off of the fact that they had to include you. I know so many people that got into college based off of the fact that they was a part of a diversity, equity, and inclusion program, and they flunked the out.
Right, we got to put you in here.
They couldn't even handle it because they wasn't prepared to be able to compete on a larger scale.
So you don't believe in systemic racism?
Absolutely not. Listen, I don't believe in systemic racism in the United States of America. It's too many people getting too much money. And I ain't even talking about black people. Listen, think about it like this. If there was systemic racism based off of race.
The most successful people in America per race is actually, I believe, Asian Americans or just Asians in general. And then I think it's Indians. Like, they outpace wages than even white people, and then all the other races below. But I think they're at the top.
Then why are white people literally slightly above us when it comes to the amount of money that they make per household? Why are the majority of white people the ones that's on federal government programs?
They are. Yeah.
Why are they the ones that's the biggest welfare recipients? Where is it at? How come it's not benefiting them? Why they not working in their own best interest? Why are the ones that's making the most per household Asian and Indian?
Yep, that's what I just said.
Why they not holding them back? Why did we pass the Asian hate crime bill? You know why? It's about this. It's about cultural norms.
Anton Daniels. I just remembered his name. That's what it was. Someone said Morgan Freeman said it best when it comes to racism. Stop talking about it. Oh, man. And I just made a video on it. I have seen that clip before, though, where Morgan Freeman said that. Someone says Obama started it. I will say that it did get a little bit more crazy once Obama was in office. I don't know if that was just because it was a black man in office that the racism kind of got stronger, or if it was anything that had to do with the policies that he put in place. I'm just not really sure. I don't know. I have no take on it. You either earn your place or you don't. Only person holding you back is the person you see in the mirror. I got to give that one a like right there. I love that. All right, do we got any left?
But I love America. People always like, how can you love America? It's a racist country. It's like, well, hold on. Every country's racist. Why do you think every country's a country? Like, every country exists because for the entirety of history, they've been like, hey, we like us, and we don't like you, so you can't come in. But America gets all the blame because we're the one country that's ever been like, hey, we don't like you, but come in. Everyone's like, you gotta go to Sweden. There's no racism in Sweden. Yeah, because everyone's Swedish. Pretty easy not to be racist when you don't give yourself the option. All these other countries being mad at America for being racist. That's like a girl who's a virgin being mad at a girl for having herpes. It's like you haven't even let anyone in. How do you know you won't catch this virus?
All right, I'm happy that we ended on a nice comedic video. Let me see. I don't think the audience realizes the brilliance of this bit. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good bit. America is so racist. Japan literally has shops posted Japanese only. Imagine if American business did that. Yeah, the Japanese racism. All right. Every country I've been to in Europe and Asia is miles more racist than America. All right, we don't. There's no winner for today's video because I just don't know. I have to go to Europe myself, but I guess I'm a white man, so if there was racist tendencies, I may not experience them, but I will experience the American hate a little bit. So I'm excited for that, you guys. Really pumped for it. I'm getting out of here. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you're still here watching, I don't know how many people are. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.